Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. It's me, your pal, Tim. So, it's good to see you guys again. I have been out in the world on adventures. And one of my adventures was just getting into the city. Okay? I live in Washington, D.C. Excuse me. I live in the DMV. Excuse me. I live in Nova. I live in Northern Virginia, but I was going into DC. I'm working on seeing about a show that's going to happen in February. This is with the Improv Imps. This is an improv troupe from Northern Virginia. It's the troupe that I've been part of since, I guess 2009 maybe. So I've been part of this improv troupe for a long time. And we're starting to branch out and do more shows up in the DC area. So this is going to be at this place called The Libertine. The Libertine. It's a absinthe bar. It's DC's premier absinthe bar. Absinthe, you say? Isn't that the drink that Edgar Allan Poe was drinking all the time? I bet you... You know who else probably drank absinthe? Vincent van Gogh was drinking absinthe. I just feel like he was doing that. I digress. So we were up in, not we, it was me, but I'm representing the Imps. So we were at the Libertine and we were meeting with the producer, really nice guy, and I was going through this basic meeting, figuring out like, hey, can we do this here? What about this spot right there? How do we work out the space? So we checked it out. I checked it out. We checked it out. I'm so we. I want us all to be together. I want us all to love and be part of this. So we went in and I looked around. It's a very nice spot. It used to be the old Toledo Lounge is what I think it used to be called. I could be wrong. I could be just spewing the facts that are not facts, but in fact lies. I could be doing that right now. But we went into like the basement area, like the guts, and there was like an alley, an underground alley, and then it said Toledo on it. So it might be the place. It might be the place. So these are cool. These are like little opportunities that you get when you're just starting out like myself as a comic. I can't believe it. I've been doing comedy since like 2008. You know what? Let me circle back. Let me circle back. Okay? I've been doing comedy since 2006. I'm old. All right? I am 32 years old. I'm an old man when it comes to the entertainment industry and trying to be a comedian and like do all the stuff that I'm trying to do. I'm a dinosaur. I started trying to do comedy earnestly in 2006. I graduated from college. And I graduated about at the age of 24. I graduated a little late. I am a late bloomer, my friends. I graduated at 24 from VCU with a double major in art education and crafts material studies, and also a minor in African American studies. So I did that in 6 years. I went to art school. I want you to know that. I went to art school. I went to art school. Do you know what that means? I was more inclined. I wanted to use a paintbrush or, you know what I love? I like ballpoint pen. I like, I'm not even like, I like Sharpie. I like pencil. I like paint. Clay. I love clay. I love glass. I love paper. I love glue. I love paper mache. I love plaster gauze. I like that kind of stuff. That's the kind of black dude I am. You say, you look at me and you go, you're black? You're a black guy? Are you black? I'm mixed. Okay, my dad is black, but he's not a dark dude by any means. He's like, you look at my dad and you're like, okay, he's black, but he's mixed with something. That's what you say. My mom is from Trinidad. So Trinidad is like this country in the South Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Venezuela. And they had African slaves and Indian and Chinese, like indentured servant type of characters living on this island that was inhabited by these two tribes called the Caribs and the Arawaks. So like my mom is from there, so she's like all mixed, right? So then she and my dad get together, and then they make me. So I'm getting pulled over by the cops, and they're like, "This guy, it's a black dude. Like I'm a black guy. That's what they're gonna call me." Because you look at me and you're like, "Who's not?" I see. You know what I can't do? So I can't pass for white. I can't. I would be like, "Yo, dude, I'm white, man. Seriously though, I'm white. Do you believe me? I'm white." And nobody believes that I'm white. I mean, can you know? And then I can't. I'm not. I don't look Hispanic. I don't feel like I look Hispanic. Do I look like I'm from India to you? Do I look like remotely like Chinese at all? So I see that's the thing. Like, what do you call me? What do you do? You know, what do you want to like? How do you target me? So like, I'm just a black guy. I'm a black guy, and I'm the most safe type of black guy that there is, because like I told you, I went to art school. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I would steal like paint and shit like that. I would steal like paint and pencils and things. That's what I would do when I was like being a bad person. I would like skip school and go to the like art store. And I want to get close to you guys. Now maybe I'm getting too close. Get too close, kid. Get too close, man. I'll stay back here. Okay. Yeah, that's like the kind of stuff that I would do that would be bad. I would, just still silly stuff. I'm not a gangster. I wished I was tougher. Like, I would literally put myself into like a bad situation to see if it would make me grow as like like I'd be like, yo, like the people in the hood are under so much stress and so much turmoil that if I put myself under like a bunch of stress, I'll mature from it. It'll make me like tougher. I'll be like, yeah, bro. So then I would like hang out with people that were like, you know, when you're hanging out with somebody, you're like, this person's stupid. I don't. Like, did you know they're an idiot? Did you know that person? You guys are both. You know, so these act outs suck, right? I'd hang out with people that like, I just bad juju. Bad juju. Like when you're like me, when you're like the only like when you're like this like light skinned black dude who's not like the stereotypical ghetto gangsta black, like it's weird. There's this part of society that like when I'm talking to people, like when I'm talking to like somebody that's like a white person around my age, and I'm like, yeah, I'm black, and they'll be like, well, you're not really black. You know, you're kind of like. You're like, you're like a white guy, but you're not black, like, because what they do is they have this like perception of like the black person, like the black guy, and I don't fit into that nice little box, I don't fit that thing, so then I'm not like a black dude, or it's weird, like I love rap music, I love basketball, I am black, like in so many ways. But I would always get this shit about not being like a certain type of black. That's one of the reasons why I minored in African American studies, I think. It's because of that. Because I've literally felt like I needed to get more in touch with like who I was as like an African American person. Because I can't deny that that's part of my heritage. So I had to go into like these kind of, it was like it's like an artificial situation. It's like an institution, right? It's just like a college. It's like an artificial environment, so that I can like be more in touch with who I was as a black person. Because you know why? I couldn't go hang out with like certain types of black people because they were perpetuating some of the worst possible stereotypes that you can as a black person. So like it's weird. Somebody's like, yo, you're not black like the other guys, right, man? You're cool, you're like a normal black guy. You're like a black guy from like, you're like Carlton Banks. And I have like a white person tell me that. So then I'm struggling with it, and then I want to go and be around black people because I want to be like around, because the white people are like kind of not accepting me, right? You know, and then I'm going around the black people, and these black people are like being bad. Like, dude, you're not supposed to do that. That's like dumb. That's like bad. Like you're doing the wrong thing, and I couldn't be around them. They would be like, "You're white, man. You're white." So you're stuck in this weird limbo situation as somebody like myself. I'm whining. Ooh, my life is so hard because you. What happened? Because you grew up in the suburbs, man? I don't know. I have no right to complain about anything. I am just talking to you about, like, me and just some of, like, my experience growing up in that situation. I would be in, like, high school, and I would, like, try to walk with the, like, yo, what's up, son? Yeah, 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 yeah. You walk with, like, this, like, limp, like, this swag. I do that. I don't think I still do it now. I might every once in a while, depending on, like, you know, if there's somebody around, and I might, like, if I walk with more swag, people be like, yo, you real, son, you real, I ain't gonna go step to him. You look like he does some push-ups and stuff, man. So, I did that. I used to, you know, sometimes you'll be around people, and they don't know you, and they don't know how black you are. You just look a certain way. So then, like, I fancy myself to be a reasonably shitty actor, so that means that I could, you know, maybe pass for being tougher, so I would do that. Man, I remember when I was in 7th grade, I told everybody that my name was T. They were like, "What's your name?" I was like, "It's Tim," and they were like, but I was like, "Call me T, call me T." You know why do I want to be called T? If you simplify the name, then it's more gangster. If you simplify the name, so if your name is Gregory, then somebody could be like, "Yo, G-Roll! Yo, G-Roll!" And then that's like better somehow. I gotta get contact lenses or not wear glasses when I do these, because I do this, and then I'm like, "I'm back to tell you about the..." It's ridiculous. I used to get nervous that I was the only black person. There was like so few. There was like one dude that like did chorus, and then there was me, and I was like, man, am I here because of affirmative action? I used to think that kind of stuff, and I didn't. And this is the thing, I never knew. Like, do you know when you are the person that's fulfilling a job because of affirmative action? You would never know that, you know. So, it was like it was a weird thing for me thinking about that too. Huh. What are you doing these video blogs for, man? Why? They're too long! Yeah, just talking about me being a black person, there's a lot to it. I'm going to talk a lot more about this kind of stuff, and just because, you know, this video blog, this is just getting to know Tim and who I am. So, yeah, I think we're going to talk a lot about relationships, race, trying to be a man, comedy, you know, there's stuff like that, you know, how to be a good person, and yeah, that's what's up. So this is the news video blog. I hope you like it, and yeah, this is just getting to know me, and maybe if you know me, you can feel comfortable with who you are. I'm trying to be vulnerable and trying to be open to everybody, you know, and let you know who I am and how I'm doing and stuff, and I just feel like, you know, maybe we can yeah, you know, you can feel how I feel, and then maybe that helps somebody else. So that's what's up. I'm Tim Trueheart. Guys, thank you for listening. See you soon. Subscribe on YouTube. That's your call to action. You could subscribe to my channel on YouTube if you want. It's your call to action. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Love you. Peace.